That's so there's always something to worry about, and the key organ in your body in the stock market is your stomach. It's not the brain. If you can add 8 and 8 and get reasonably close to 16, that's the only level of math you need to know. You don't know to need the area under the curve. Remember that quadratic equation and an integral calculus and the area under the curve? I mean, whoever cared what was under the damn curve? I mean, you know, but you had to study this. You don't need this in the stock market. So all you have to know is you're going to see, it's always going to be scary. There's going to be always something to worry about. And you just have to forget all about it. Cut it all out and own good companies or own turnarounds. Study them and you'll do well. And that's all there is, and I'm ready for questions.
When managing a portfolio, do you pay much attention to the activities of Congress and the regulators?
Did Ed Markey put this one up? I'm not sure. I spend zero time thinking about what's happening down here in Washington, and I spend little time thinking what's going on in Russia or China. I just deal with facts. When the economy's going down, when the economy's going the wrong way, I can deal with that. This whole health care reform bill drove a lot of drug stocks down to low levels, and I could say to myself, well, 60% of Johnson & Johnson's earnings are outside the United States. Their pharmaceutical drug business is all on patent. Nothing's coming off patent. They only have 5% of sales from one product, which is Tylenol, which is already an over-the-counter drug and is growing overseas. I says, why is this stock gone from 58 to 36? And these companies are already dealing in Japan and overseas with they already have the government controlling pharmaceutical prices. They've dealt with it. So I deal with facts. They might, this year, I thought it was very likely you'd have a bill passed on health care. It didn't happen. They drove the stocks down, but I think the stocks would have rebounded anyway, even if the health care bill was passed. So I don't deal with what's happening in Congress or what's going to happen in the future. I just deal with what's happening in the economy and what's happening in the companies I call.
How useful is the financial reporting in the general daily press to you, and how useful should it be to investors in general?
Okay. It has improved dramatically, not just in the press, but also company reporting. 10 years ago, companies didn't have interim balance sheets. It's hard to imagine. They only gave their balance sheet to you once a year. Now they show you quarterly what's happening in their inventories, what's happening in receivables. Now in the major newspapers, they'll even show types of funds. There are now, I think there's 2,500 companies in the New York Stock Exchange. There's over 5,000 different mutual funds. So there's twice as many mutual funds as there are stocks. At least in the paper day, explains what kind of fund this fund is. So I think reporting has improved. They report earnings. But again, I think if you own auto stocks, you shouldn't be reading the financial part of the newspaper.